best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. We'll take a look at the Nets. They're still holding tough in that 5th position, still trying to climb the ladder.
And you know, right now, the Grizzlies, they're a team in some semblance of disarray. Moving down in the rankings, guys aren't communicating well. This is where your leaders need to step up.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. We're just halfway through the season. Brent, talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in and night out.
A lot of that will come from your coaching staff and the messaging, but I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry, have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement. You want to step up and say, you know what, I want to be there for you.
But to me, that may be the most important, like every game they're there. Every single game.
They are there. They're excited to be there. They're excited for you to be playing, and they raise the level of your attentiveness to being competitive on a nightly basis. And truly, those guys become inspirational to you.
Barrett, no good. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Man, they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Smith, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That wasn't easy. Dennis Smith Jr. with a high degree of difficulty on that one.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. No good. Some solid defense from Robinson. Handle outside. Rebounded by Jackson.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Winslow's shot is off.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup. And so far, the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Fires it up. And Barrett with the basket on the assist from Randall.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Now here's Morant. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Knox. He had 13 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And Knox taking lessons from the school of hard knocks on that play. Nice finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for the Grizzlies. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Knox. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Winslow finds Jang. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Here's Smith. "13 feet away." Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
He's off on the first. Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. But they finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
So much intrigue around Justice Winslow, who's still trying to find the right position in the NBA. Last year, a lot of it was at the point guard position as a wing.
And here's Morant. After R.J. Barrett hitting the 3. Morant passes to Brooks. He dishes it to Morant. Lets it fly from 18. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Knicks leading by 3. Randle with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, he goes in there and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
The Knicks shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randle. And he's flourishing as a scorer. But Brent, how does Julius Randle take that next step?
Well, I think, Kevin, if he keeps improving on his consistency, shooting from that 10-foot to 16-foot range where guys are daring him to shoot and not wanting to deal with him driving into them. You know, last year he went up 6 percentage points from 35% to 41% in that 10 to 16-foot range. You keep seeing that kind of improvement, the growth in his game is going to come. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Morant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. Passes to Jang. To the left side wing. Rejected by Robinson. And here's Smith. 17 points for him last game against Charlotte.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Jang. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Julius Randle picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming a long way?
What an impact.
Massive.
Yes.
And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development and stints for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
Brooks, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And so here is New York. It's a 3-point game. Smith against Brooks. Smith outside. And the rejection by Jang. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. So for the Knicks, Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Smith. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Dylan Brooks. 5 to shoot. Here's Harkless. Grizzlies with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
And the Knicks making a change here. Dotson's checked in. And both free throws good for Payton.
Well, we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Now here's Morant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Gibson against Jackson. Here's Anderson. It doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Pass to Dotson. Now Harkless. Payton outside. Portis against Anderson. And the Knicks miss again.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Morant, he's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Here's Payton. Lays it up off the glass. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 5. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Morant. The Knicks making the shot. Jackson kicks to Anderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
That free throw good from Anderson. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up. Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
Oh, soft with the floater there. Payton gets to the inside, and that shot had a nice feel to it.
Jones against Payton. And the pass to Jang. Back to Jones. That shot is off. Great D that time from Gibson. Now here's Harkless. Tight defense on him. Out to Payton. New York needs to get off a shot. Fades and shoots. Portis can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. No good from outside. The Knicks leading by 7. Dotson kicks to Portis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
Well, a structured, all-around strong game from Kyle Anderson. He's really smart and heady and a tough cover, so you'll wonder how much further he can improve his game.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Payton kicks to Dotson. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Payton. The rebound by Anderson. Here's Clark. Pass to Jang. Over Gibson. Jang, no luck. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. With the floater, Dotson can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jones, the pass to Jang. The layup off target. Here's Dotson. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Morant. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Anderson kicks to Morant. Payton against Jones. Here's Morant. And the 3 off target. And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Anderson and Jackson inside. Justice Winslow out there with Jones. And it's Clark in at the small forward.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
The Knicks leading by 4. Passes it to Portis. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Harkless on the wing. Tries a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Harkless has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jones against Payton. Left side Jackson. Back to Jones. Over Payton. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Jones. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Portis. The dish to Payton. From 12 feet out. Grizzlies with the rebound. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Winslow, the pass to Jones. Anderson against Gibson. To the inside. There's Winslow, and another basket for Memphis.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
The Knicks leading by 3.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Dylan Brooks comes in for Clark.
Great concentration. That was a special play by Dennis Smith Jr.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Smith. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Valanciunas finds Winslow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's a look at some numbers for Randall.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Here's Knox. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Kicks it to Barrett. Randall outside. New York moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knox, the pass to Smith. Over Jones. And the Knicks miss again.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Brooks misses. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Knox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Well, that kind of activity from Kevin Knox is going to pose some problems for the defense.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line.
Kevin Knox got a ton of experience in his rookie year playing for the New York Knicks. The 9th overall pick in 2018 out of Kentucky. Played nearly 30 minutes a game. That's a lot of minutes to try to understand your game at the pro level and then what you need to work on.
Valanciunas finds Brooks. Here's Jackson. And it's all evened up. Jackson's got 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Smith surveying the D. Pass to Robinson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And they're able to recover.
And here's a look at the stats for Robinson. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 4th in blocks. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside.
After being picked 7th out of Kentucky back in 2014 by the Lakers, you remember Julius Randle, an auspicious start to his career, breaking his leg on his very first NBA game. That has not deterred him. Moved from LA to New Orleans, now to New York, an offensive force continuing to improve.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, that's awareness there from Randle. He keeps an eye out for his open teammate.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. No good that time. Randall with some nice D. New York leading by 3. Here's Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Jones. He averages about 5 points a game. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Randall, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Jackson kicks to Jones. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
You look at Smith. He's definitely got a shot of making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know this guy is hoping he gets the opportunity to be a part of it this year, and it would be a huge disappointment for him if he's not able to showcase some of those phenomenal dunking skills.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Justice Winslow, and it's Morant in for Jones. Now here's Morant, covered by Smith. Will it go? Outside for Jackson. Offensive rebound. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Over Robinson. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Valanciunas.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now, here's Barrett. 23 points for him the last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. And that's going to be a treble. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. Ja Morant is second. And, of course, R.J. Barrett.
It's been a grand entrance to the NBA for both of these players. I mean, I think we could be seeing 2 of the next great playmakers in our league.
Jackson finds Brooks. The pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
And so here is New York. 3-point lead. Smith inside, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Randall against Jackson. Over Randall. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Knocked loose. Morant with the steal. On the wing, Brooks. He had 13 points in the win against Denver. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. It's a 5-point game.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The Knicks leading by 5. Smith outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Morant.
Putting that athleticism to good use. Dennis Smith Jr. explosive and overwhelmed the defense that time.
No good on the second free throw.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. That's tipped.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Randall. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Knicks lead by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
The Knicks leading by 7. Takes a 3. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And a brief check of the stats for Ja Morant. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging 22 points per, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. Dotson's checked in for Barrett. And it's Payton in for Smith. Memphis also making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Jaren Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Anderson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Here's Dotson. Brooks covering. Anderson with the block. Now Morant. He feeds it to Anderson. And that one good. And now just a 3-point Knicks lead.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Payton kicks to Dotson. To the paint, wants to get it to Randall and does. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Brooks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Dotson. Out to Payton. 1:16 left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the inside. Pass to Jang. Shoots over Portis. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jang's got 5.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
The Knicks shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. Outside Portis. Passes it to Payton. They can't stop the run with that one. The Grizzlies shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Jackson, oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. I love to see Josh Jackson in flight, gets up there, throws that one in.
24 seconds left in the first half. Here's Payton. Payton with another miss.
But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
To the right side. Here's Morant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. That shot misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-4 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. It's going to come down to defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas?
The first quarter was a difficult one for Memphis. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends of the floor, and falling behind by 8 points by the time the period came to a close. Things really took a positive turn for them in the second quarter, though, as they went on a huge run and now find themselves leading by 4. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. They can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency. It's going to be a long second half.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Anderson.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Barrett not, so the wingman. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Smith in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Brooks. Valanciunas dishes to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Over Barrett. Brooks misses. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Dishes it to Smith. Outside Robinson. Pass to Barrett. Over Morant. Barrett, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting 41% for the game. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
The Grizzlies have had some good chances at the line, but only gone 6 of 12 from the stripe.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Brooks. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knicks trail by 6. Smith inside, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that one against the Pistons, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw, no good.
A 9th pick in the 2017 NBA draft, Smith Jr. made the NBA's all-rookie team after a very solid first year in Dallas, averaging 15 points and 5 assists, and he sure is not looking to stop there.
And the second free throw, good. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Brooks right side. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Over Robinson. No good from Valanciunas.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Barrett. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Now here is Robinson. He has 6. Clock at 6. Knox the pass to Smith. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Now here's Randall. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Smith inside, and that one is good. Smith's got 10 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Brooks outside. Jackson against Randall, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at New York. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Morant with it. He's against Smith, and Jackson gets it to go.
Yeah, loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Here's Randall. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Randall down low. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Here's Winslow, and he uses the glass on the layup. Winslow's got 7.
Well, Winslow thinks, give me a gap, and I got 2.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. To the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Clark, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. That's a 2 from Smith. That one wide left.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Wasted no time on that one. And now it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Here's Robinson. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Pass to Barrett. Here's the 3. New York, no good that time either.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Memphis. Smith outside. Inside. Here's Barrett. Can they get it? Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. New York calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. Take a look at Clark, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. 13th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now, Morant. Following the three-point attempt by Dennis Smith. Jackson misses. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Barrett, wide open, he fires. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Morant, that one a little long. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Barrett. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And at last, they get one to fall.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Good on the jump shot. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter. Smith with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Floats one. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's Clark with the jam.
Yeah, you have to be pretty much attentive to where Winslow is, a crafty defender.
And so here is New York. They trail by 16. Tipped away. Robinson kicks to Smith. Back to Robinson. Passes it to Barrett. Shoots over Winslow. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm? That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jackson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
That free throw, no good. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Pass to Winslow. There's the pass to Jackson. And here's the fast break. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Offensive rebound. Anderson. Second chance shot. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And here's Morant. Pass to Winslow. Five on the clock. Here's Jang. Nails the baby hook. Jang's got 7 points in the game. Here's Dotson. He's got 8. And the rejection by Jang.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson, and Barrett subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Now here's Morant. He's got 8.
That's a pretty powerful play coming from Josh Jackson.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
On the free throw, no good.
Josh Jackson athletically is one of the more intriguing players in the league. He's got to have a hard hat mentality about coming in every night to use it on the defensive end. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Knicks trail by 13. Here's Dotson. He's got 8. Pass to Barrett. Pass to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Anderson's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Dotson's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Brooks checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Now Morant. 10 points for him. And Zhang kicks to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harkless on the wing. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by Zhang, and the Grizzlies leading by 11. Now here's Brooks. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Portis. In the corner, Barrett with it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Barrett's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks. The Grizzlies shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Morant. Anderson's got 13.
What a confidence-building game this is for Kyle Anderson. He is a skilled scorer.
Here's Dotson, and the rejection by Zhang. Now here's Morant. D right on him, and finished off by Morant.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Knicks trail by 13. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the pass to Portis. Back to Dotson. Clock at 6. Harkless the pass to Portis. And the rejection by Zhang. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's Memphis riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Zhang is out there with Anderson, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. And a wide open look for Portis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Portis against Zhang. Tries from 10. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Dotson. Pass to Harkless. Now Barrett, guarded by Jackson. Barrett, no good.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Dotson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Passes to Jackson. There's the dish to Zhang. And here's Anderson. Left block shot on the way. Tries again. Trying to get open is Brooks. Anderson's shot is off. Launches a 3. Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got 10 points here in the second half.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
And that one's good. Morant.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Dotson. Barrett with the ball. Morant with the steal. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Good on the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
Here's Dotson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint. Here's Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throw good. Portis. A different look for New York. Julius Randle's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Smith subbed in for Damian Dotson. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Clark in for Josh Jackson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Switch.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Smith the pass to Randle. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, Knox misses.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Brooks. He kicks to Jang. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Taken away. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Super explosive in the fast break. Dennis Smith Jr. getting out.
Memphis leading by 14. And here's Morant. Pass to Clark. Here's Jackson. And that one hits back iron. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Knox misses. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Now here's Morant, covered by Smith. Morant dishes to Clark. Here's Jang. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Bobby Portis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Winslow's checked in for Memphis. And Jang drops them both. Knicks trail by 14. Smith outside. Trying to get open is Randle. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a pretty gritty play there by Dennis Smith Jr.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Trying to get open is Jang. Jackson misses. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. 14 feet away, and the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Smith.
Smith Jr. knocking down a mid-range jumper.
Now the pass to Brooks. Inside, here's Jackson. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. The drive by Smith. And stolen by Jang. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Smith, left side. That shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Winslow. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And 11 points for Justice Winslow. Knicks trail by 14. Here's Knox. Over Morant. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Grizzlies have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Winslow kicks to Morant. Pass to Jackson. 8 feet away, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Passes it to Knox. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. And it's in there. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Pass to Jang.
Watch the screen.
Kicks it to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get open as Jang misses in close.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Left side Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Randall. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
That's an easy shot provided by Dennis Smith Jr.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Jackson. It's rebounded by New York. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. That cuts the lead to single digits. 20 points for R.J. Barrett.
What a huge boost he's giving them. In this fourth quarter has come up big.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Ja Morant.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. The pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Over Robinson. The Grizzlies with another miss. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Barrett, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Pass to Valanciunas. And that one's drained from the low block. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Passes it to Randall. A second chance effort. And the layup is good.
And somebody not alert to block out the wide frame of Julius Randle, who gets in there after the loose ball.
Here's Morant. Misses from short range.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
The drive by Brooks. Robinson with the block. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Knicks. They're on an 11-2 run. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. So he gets them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Here's Morant. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here's New York. They're on a 13-4 run right now. To the middle, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Some solid defense from Robinson. New York shooting 33% for the night. That's a big throw on their side right now. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Memphis. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He hits both from the stripe.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Here's Morant. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice D. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Back to Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Outside Jackson. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And it's Morant missing. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Bounce pass Smith. Here's Randall to take the lead. Oh, off target. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Jackson finds Brooks, and now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. Shot from the inbound. That shot off the mark. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.